Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel. I am Mrs. Lamb, and this is Coffee with Mrs. Lamb. And today I wanted to react to a woman complaining about her husband on TikTok. I just thought it was really interesting, so I wanted to check it out. I haven't been recording much lately. We just had a lot of family stuff going on. It was super busy, so I had to take a break, but I'm back now. Don't forget to grab your cup of coffee. I have mine right here, and come take a seat with me. Right here, right here. Hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get started.
I've been with my husband for almost 20 years, but about 3 years ago, I was strongly considering divorce, and I want to talk to you about why. So I'm going to tell you the story of the day where I thought to myself, maybe I don't want to do this anymore. My husband and I had 4 kids. We both worked full time. We had been together for 16 years at this point. We've been together since high school. And on paper, I have an amazing husband. He is incredibly supportive. He's kind. He's loyal. He's a great dad. He's very hands-on. He's an active participant. He's always present. Like on paper,
Oh my gosh, so what's the problem? He sounds wonderful. Well, let's hear what she has to say.
what else could I ask for? But in reality, my experience is very similar to the experience of other women. I had this amazing husband who on paper was great, but I was incredibly frustrated and burnt out from our marriage and from motherhood. Because what happens to so many of us is that we marry these amazing men and we have amazing relationships, and then we have kids. And when we have kids, women tend to carry a disproportionate amount of the work in the home, the work of raising kids, and the mental load. And that is exactly what happened to us. About 3 months after my 4th baby was born, I remember looking at my husband and saying, I need more. I need you to do more. I am exhausted. I am in charge.
Okay. Can't speak from personal experience because my husband is very helpful around the house, so I can't use my marriage as an example, but let's look at some stats here. I'm going to look up. So it says here, yes, women carry a disproportionate amount of work in the home, including housework, childcare, and associated mental load.
Of the work in the home, the work of raising kids, and the mental load. And that is exactly what happened to us. About 3 months after my 4th baby was born, I remember looking at my husband and saying, I need more. I need you to do more. I am exhausted. I am in charge of everyone and everything in this house. Every night when we cook dinner, you ask me what to make. Every day.
So he makes dinner every night after he works all day? Wow, that's pretty cool.
Hey, when you drop off the kids at daycare, you ask me what they need in their backpacks. I am the project manager of this home, and I need you to do.
So he picks up the kids or drops the kids off from daycare and he packs their bags? Okay.
More. And he looked at me and he said, okay, just tell me what to do. Right? Every woman has heard this. Just tell me what to do and I'll do it. And I said, as if in the mornings when I came downstairs with the 4 kids, because I do mornings by myself, the dishwasher was emptied, the dishes were put away, and the trash was taken out. That would make my life so much easier, because when I've got the 4 kids running around and the baby crying, I can't be looking for their favorite water bottle in the dishwasher. I just need to know it's clean. And he said, yeah, of course. What?
Okay, so he's doing dishes. He's helping pack the kids' bags for morning. You know, he's taking the kids to daycare. If he's taking the kids to daycare and helping pack the bags and making sure that the dishes are clean and taking out the trash and making dinner every night, I mean, first of all, you said you're doing mornings by yourself. It doesn't sound like you're doing mornings by yourself if he's helping to get the kids ready for daycare before he leaves for work. It sounds like he's actively participating in your home to the best of his abilities. I don't understand the complaint as of yet. As of yet. Okay, don't come for me.
Yeah, I'll do that. That's no problem. And so, of course, he does it. But then I have to remind him, and then he forgets, and then I have to remind him again. And there was this one morning where I woke up, and I went to put something in the trash, and it was overflowing. And I went to get my son's water bottle, and it was in the dishwasher.
Now, the trash thing can be frustrating. I don't like when the trash is overflowing either. It's irritating, but it happens. It happens. I mean, nobody's perfect. He's trying his best.
With all the other clean dishes.
Well, I don't know. I don't know him. He might not be trying his best. I don't know. I don't know these people.
And I felt so disrespected and unseen and unvalued at that point in time. And I remember texting my husband being like, what happened? Like, why didn't you do this? And he said, sorry, I was running late for work. And I remember thinking, oh my God, he doesn't see me. Because
He had a valid reason. It's not that he doesn't see you, he doesn't respect you. He was running late for work. Do you want him to lose his job? I really wanted to be on her side. I really did. As a wife and a mom, I want to be on her side, but I don't see the complaint. I don't. Things happen. The house gets messy. Things overflow. It's you just roll with the punches, lady. Come on now.
what he's done has now made me late for work. And he doesn't care about that. He doesn't care.
Oh, she works too. I see. She works. That's hard. That is hard when you both work. I understand that. I mean, that must be frustrating.
About the impact on me, and he doesn't see how every single thing in our home happens because I ask him to do it, or because I do it myself, or because I planned and organized it. The diaper bag is full because I filled it, right? I put the wipes in there, and I felt so frustrated. And I remember thinking, what's the point? What's the point of doing this with someone else? I might as well just do it alone. And it's not because my husband didn't love me or he did anything to me, and it's not because I didn't love him, but because I felt so taken advantage of in our relationship. And this dynamic that doesn't happen by accident, right? It's not like my husband did it to me, but we've been raised in this society that tells men and women who they should be in marriages and what it looks like to be a good mom versus a good dad. And we know the bar for moms is way up here and the bar for dads is way down here. And we fell into these norms. We fell into these roles in our family, despite the fact that we never wanted to. And I'm lucky, and I say lucky because I have a partner who I know loves me and wants me to be happy and was willing and able to change. And so we did the work to figure out what equity looked like in our relationship. And I can tell you now, 3 years later, that we are happier than ever. Our kids are thriving. Our home runs like a well-oiled machine.
So 3 years later, you guys are still together. You're doing great. You know, from the sounds of it, it sounds like he is a good man. He is a kind man, and he really has your best interest at heart. He has the children's best interest at heart, and he's really working hard to be the man and the husband and the father that he needs to be for you and the kids. I feel like it's a little bit, you know, what you were thinking, oh, I think I'm going to divorce this man. That was a little harsh. It was a little harsh for the situation. It almost feels like the punishment didn't fit the crime, you know? And I know that in the moment you were super frustrated and upset and angry. But like I said, let's have a little bit of grace for this guy. Let's have a little bit of grace for each other. I mean, there are going to be days when he picks up the slack for you, and there's going to be days when you pick up the slack for him. And just understanding that as you move forward into this, you know, into your marriage, I think is a good thing. And unless it's super, super serious, don't bring up the D word. Don't talk about divorce. Don't do that. Just stay away from that. You don't want to be pulling that card every time that you get mad about something. That's not okay. It's not kind, and it's not something that should be done between married couples. So that's my 2 cents on that. That was really interesting, and it kind of made me want to check out other people's takes on complaining about your spouse. In my opinion, you shouldn't complain about your spouse to other people. I mean, if there's a legitimate issue that you guys have that you need to get help for, you need counsel for, yes, speak to somebody. But just the daily complaints of, oh my gosh, he left the toilet seat up. Oh my gosh, he's so lazy. Oh my gosh, this. Don't get into that habit. It doesn't look attractive, first of all. And people remember things about your spouse that you will forget and forgive, and they will remember and not forgive. So you'll be complaining about how terrible your husband is, how terrible your wife is. You guys resolve the issue and you move on. But that friend that you told, they still remember, and they're still going to be ticked off at your spouse for what they did to you, even though you've moved on and you want them to forgive and forget. They're not going to forgive and forget as easily. So be careful what you say about your spouse. Unless it is a legitimate problem that you need help navigating, try to keep people out of your business and out of your marriage. That's my suggestion. But let's check out some of these TikToks.
I've ever met.
Mm-hmm.
And I really don't like him.
Yeah.
And his mom doesn't like me.
Mm-hmm.
And his family doesn't like me.
Yeah.
And his sister doesn't like me.
Yeah.
And I don't even think he likes me.
Yeah.
But I love him.
Oh my God.
I think he's the one.
Yeah.
It's so good. He's so romantic. He got me McDonald's. He's like the worst man I've ever.
He's so romantic. He got me McDonald's. Okay, that was pretty funny. Yeah. We all have that one friend that complains about their partner, their spouse every single time that you guys hang out, and it is exhausting, but they won't leave. They won't leave. You're like, you must like it. You must like it because you won't leave, and it can be stressful. If you think that person is in a legitimate abusive relationship, it is best to listen and to give advice and to say, hey, I'm here for you. We can get you out and be that positive ear for them. But when it's just little petty complaints and you know they're not going to leave that person, they just like being petty and being mean about them and talking behind their back, that could be exhausting. And after a while, you don't even want to hear it anymore. You're like, okay, we get it. He's annoying. She's annoying. We understand, but it's exhausting.
Is it okay to complain about your partner to someone else? There's a big difference between calling your friends and venting about your relationship or about a fight you had with your partner and purposely talking to a love interest or someone you find attractive and downplaying the relationship by complaining about it or saying how unhappy you are. Is it okay to
Wait. Oh, so he's saying like, don't go to if you're having a fight with your wife, don't go to like a super attractive other woman that you know at work and be like, my wife is so annoying and like complain to her. Yes, absolutely. Do not complain about your spouse to somebody that you find attractive. That is just asking for trouble. Why would you do that? That's just asking for them to be like, oh, well, I wouldn't treat you that way if you were with me. Wink, wink. You don't even go there. You don't even go there. You do not complain about your spouse to somebody that you find attractive or somebody that anything like that. Just don't even go there. Don't go there. That's just asking for problems. Let me pause this. My face when someone is complaining to me about their spouse, expecting me to join in, but I can't relate because my wife is literally my best friend. Aw, that's so sweet. Aw, that's cute. I like that. See, this is me. I rarely have complaints about my husband. Very, very rarely. And so when my girlfriends are like, oh my gosh, my husband is horrible, I'm like, oh yeah. So where do you want to go to eat? Because I don't really have anything to add to the conversation a lot of the time, which is really nice. I mean, my husband's awesome. So, I mean, can't ask for better than that.
Here's one really important lesson I've learned about relationships that will save you a lot of time and trouble. Complaining about your partner to others is toxic and it will hurt your relationship. In 30 seconds, let's go over why this is so harmful and what you should do instead. You want your partner to feel safe with you, that you have their back and they have yours. But when you talk negatively about them, you're actually doing the complete opposite. You're being disloyal and putting others before them. Your partner should be your best friend, the person closest to your heart. So instead of
I totally agree with this. You are your husband, you are your spouse's, you are your wife's safe space. You are a listening ear for when they have hard times. You are that harbor that they come to rest in. And when you complain about your spouse to other people, you are showing your spouse that you are not safe. You are not safe. You're complaining about what they do at home. You're complaining about their body. You're complaining about, A, B, C, and D. You are proving to be unreliable as a source of comfort, as a source of safety. So yes, definitely do not complain about your spouse for this reason. I really like this video so far.
complaining to someone else, either keep it to yourself or if it's really bothering you, discuss it with your partner. More often than not, it's more important to look at your underlying need for connection than it is to complain and criticize your partner. You got this.
Okay, guys, that's all the time that I have for this episode. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something, and I hope that you just have a wonderful rest of your week. Thanks for watching. Bye.